Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Much to get through this week, and a minor change in format. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views, and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. Now, we've got a bit of housekeeping to get out of the way first of all. So, leader of the pack last week was Michael Kember. Well done, mate. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Francois G, Kevin DG7, Malcolm Brew, Paul Mead, Dazza Carr, and Stevie 007. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent Seven. We're not going to do a where are you and what you're doing this week, and also the question, we're not going to do a question this week. Frankly, I'm kind of running out of questions. I've been doing midweek 180s now for, 5 years or more. And I really struggle sometimes to think of a decent question. So if you've got any questions that you would like to ask the peddlers, then put it in the comments below and I'll use it next week. Now, Formula One out the weekend, I was very lucky to be at Silverstone both on Friday for free practice and also on race day Sunday, and it was a fantastic event. The atmosphere was brilliant. Traffic wasn't great getting in and out, to be honest. I'd love to know why. When I went to the Spanish Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago, we were literally in and parked within, half an hour leaving our hotel, and we were out the circuit super quick as well. Whereas on Friday, it was between me leaving the house and actually getting to the stand, Skoda's stand, was 4.5 hours. And it's only a 2-hour drive. So yeah, it was just, the traffic was bad getting in. I think Silverstone still have a lot of work to do with their traffic management. Anyway, the race itself helped a great deal just by the changeable weather conditions. It was fascinating to watch. And there's a McLaren fan gutting that really, I think McLaren dropped the ball on when to pit Lando. He's put his hands up. He said actually he thought he had an extra lap in him, but it was Lando's race to lose, and unfortunately he did. I know he came third, but it was such a shame. But to see Lewis win, to see the reaction to Lewis's victory at Silverstone was just fantastic. He's not won since 2021, which is unbelievable for someone of his legendary status. He just hasn't had the car, has he? And then also great news this week, Ollie Beerman, who was racing in F2 at the weekend, he signed a multi-year contract with Haas. So it's great to see so many Brits in the mix. In those 20 best drivers in the world, we've now got 4 Brits, which is fantastic. 5 if you add in Alex Albon. I want to talk Porsche this week. That's the main topic of this week's video. I've broken it down into hope and sadness. Hope first. Now, I did mention the new 911 992.2 a few weeks ago now, but we've now started to see first drive videos hit YouTube. If you haven't watched any of them so far, I would point you in the direction of Henry Catchpole on Haggerty Media. His video is just superb as always. I love what Henry does. I love the way he scripts and structures his videos. But he does a brilliant description of why the 911 is now a hybrid platform. Clearly it's an emissions thing, but so well explained. But the car looks very, very capable. There's no doubt that I think Porsche have raised the 911 bar again. I'm going to miss the analog rev counter in the middle of the dashboard. But I think from a looks point of view, it looks great, and performance, by all accounts, it looks ballistically quick. I will be talking to my good friends at Porsche at Festival of Speed this weekend to see if I can get my hands on one, because I would like to have a go at the new 911 when it becomes available on Press Fleet. The sadness part is today it's been confirmed, and it's no great surprise, that Porsche will discontinue the manufacture of internal combustion engined Caymans and Boxsters from 2025. And I think that is a sad, sad day. We knew it was coming. I've done videos over the last couple of years on the death of other great cars like the Audi R8 or the Kia Stinger. We're seeing these amazing cars be consigned to the files of history, unfortunately. I know there's an electric Boxster coming, which I'm sure will be fantastic, but I just can't not have an ounce of sadness in my heart to see the end of such an amazing car. And actually for me, I worry a little bit for Porsche because it was such a volume seller, Cayman and Boxster. And I know that they're going to have electric versions of it, but I just don't know whether they'll do the same volume. And I think that's not just a Porsche issue, it's across all the different manufacturers. I would love to know your thoughts on that one. I do worry. But there are some other Porsches coming with EV drivetrains, and I will be mentioning one very, very shortly because I thought it would be useful to run through my Festival of Speed plans. Tomorrow is the start of the 2024 Goodwood Festival of Speed. I will be there all 4 days, but I wanted to let you know about tomorrow. So that's Thursday on the BMW stand at around about 4:30 in the afternoon. We are doing a live Drive Talk podcast episode. So there'll be me and Joe and Pat on the BMW stand. Just turn up. You can just, there's no tickets or anything. Turn up on the stand. You'll be able to find us and come and say hi and come and watch us film a live episode, a Festival of Speed special for the Drive Talk podcast. And we're hoping to have a PA system so you'll be able to hear what we're saying and everything. So that should be really, really fun. Hopefully I will see many of you there as possible. And then Friday, action-packed day on Friday. In the morning, I'm up on the rally stage at around about 10 o'clock with Toyota. I've actually got a passenger ride in a World Rally car, Rally 1 and Rally 2 car with a factory driver around the rally stage. Now, I've been praying for dry weather all week because the rally stage is slippery at the best of times, but when it's wet, it's a bit like driving on ice. So I'm sure that's going to be fun. I would have liked it to be a bit drier so that we could go faster, but I'm sure they're not going to hold the horses. And then in the afternoon, in the supercar run in the afternoon, which is going to be around about 4:30, I am driving the Maserati MC20 Icona edition. They bring out a special edition Maserati MC20, and they've asked me to drive it up the hill. So if you are there on Friday afternoon when the supercar run goes by, if you see a white and blue Maserati being driven, it's me, and I'll wave at you. So that'd be great. Saturday, busy day Saturday, around about lunchtime on Saturday, so sort of 12:30, on the Alfa Romeo stand. So if you find the Alfa Romeo stand where they've got the 33 Stradale on display, I'll be hosting a live Q&A with the designer of the 33 Stradale, a guy called Alejandro, lovely guy, I've met him before, and I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Keep an eye on my socials because I'm going to be asking for any questions you might have for the designer, for me, of one of the most beautiful cars made in the last, 20, 30 years. Beautiful, beautiful car. And then in the afternoon on Saturday, in batch 6, which is the first glance batch that goes just before the supercars at around about 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, Porsche have asked me to drive the new Porsche Macan Turbo, which is the all-electric Macan. You can't miss it. By all accounts, it's bright yellow. So again, about 4 o'clock, if you see a bright yellow Porsche Macan electric going up the hill, it's me. Give me a wave, take a picture, send it to me, and I'll tag you in on any Instagram pictures. And then on Sunday morning, another passenger ride, thanks to my lovely friends at Ferrari. I'm going to be able to share with you the experience of going up the hill in the morning in an SF90 XX Spider, their new latest addition to their XX program cars, and I cannot wait for that. I think that's going to be very, very special. So a very busy Festival of Speed. I will be there. If you see me walking around, please just come up and say hello. Don't think, I can't go and say hello to Pete. Come up and say hello. I love meeting as many of you as possible. And then the last couple of things before I shut this video down. Next week, hopefully on Wednesday, we've still got some planning to do. There is a huge announcement coming to the channel. I'm not underestimating this here. I've taken on something that, frankly, has evolved from a small conversation with a mate over a glass of wine to hosting a huge event of my own in September. I will tell you more next week, but it's a good one. Okay, so please make sure you tune in next week. It's going to be a midweek 180 special announcing my big event that I'm organising in September. Okay, and then last couple of bits on videos. There wasn't a Monday video this week, but I dropped a video on Tuesday lunchtime instead, which was my first drive of the Alfa Romeo Junior. That video's doing really well. Please make sure you check it out. That car, all-electric car. When I went to see it in the studio earlier this year, Alfa Romeo said it will drive like an Alfa Romeo. And honestly, last week I was at Balocco Proving Grounds in Italy. and we got to really give it some around both a handling circuit and on their racetrack, and it was just fantastic fun. It's the only launch I've ever been to where towards the end of the afternoon, I'd finished all my filming, I'd checked all my footage, everything was done, I'd finished, and I went up and asked, could I just go out for a drive with no cameras rolling, just for the sake of it, just because the car was such a hoot to drive, and the opportunity to drive round the handling circuit and the track at Blocker was so special, I literally just went out and gave it some without the cameras rolling and had an amazing time. So the last thing to say is this Friday's video at 6 o'clock is the latest installment of my Dream Garage, episode number 5, would you believe? I've got more vans on site today than we've had so far. It's ridiculous the amount of trades. I think there's 9 or 10 guys out there at the moment. Very exciting. The new roof is going on in episode 5, but lots and lots of exciting things happening. It's great being at home, being able to help the builders make some big decisions. But yeah, tune in on Friday at 6 for that. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on Friday at 6 for episode 5 of my Dream Garage build. Or if you're at Festival of Speed, come and say hi. Make sure you come and watch us doing our live Drive Talk podcast, BMW stand, about 4:30 on Thursday afternoon. I'll see you there. Take care, guys. Drive safe.